Welcome into WTOL 11 Plus. I'm Sophia Periconi. We have made it to the last weekend of April, which hopefully means more summer-like weather is on the way. But there's only one way to find out, and that's by bringing in meteorologist Kaylee Bowers. Hello, Kaylee. Like I said, we're hoping for some summer temperatures soon. What do you think's on deck?
There's a little bit of everything still, Sophia. You know, we were talking a few weeks ago. We were on that roller coaster as far as those temperatures go in the sky cover and precipitation. Still a little bit of everything for today. And of course, thanks for watching us here on WTOL 11 Plus. We're answering your questions that you have on WTOL 11 Plus. But here's what to expect for this weekend. It's going to be a cooler weekend. In fact, let's go and take this full screen so we can get the full experience for this weekend forecast. You can see it's going to be cooler, and if you notice, it's a slightly chillier start to the day. We're seeing temperatures this morning as we're recording this just after 8 o'clock this morning. A little bit cooler temperatures in the 40s, but by tomorrow morning, some of us will be in the 30s and the 40s, and there is a very small chance for some of us to see some frost. It just depends on where you are, but we're forecasting highs in the 60s, low 60s for today, mid 60s for tomorrow. So feeling and looking a lot like the end of April. So this is what to expect for the rest of the day. That decreasing clouds, this is what we're seeing over downtown Toledo right now, on and off clouds and clear skies. And you're thinking, okay, are we tracking more rain chances? Not for this weekend. It's actually gonna be pretty comfortable as far as those rain chances go. Really not tracking rain until Tuesday. So today, tomorrow, and Monday, looking nice and dry. Notice our sunrise for this evening or this morning around 7:38, and our sunset that we're going to talk more about in just a moment, just before 8:30. But today we're forecasting slightly below average temperatures in the low 60s for this afternoon, and typically our average highs are in the mid 60s. So while it's comfortable, it's still cool, and especially cooler compared to what we were these past few days. In fact, we saw a high near 80 degrees for yesterday. Now we're seeing that decrease in clouds this morning, mostly cloudy skies. By lunchtime, on and off clouds and clear skies, and this afternoon tracking some mostly clear skies, but again, still slightly cooler temperatures are expected. But still, get outside and enjoy it with your pup. It's going to be a great day. Pull out your smartphone, scan that QR code right there. It'll take you to my Facebook page where you can submit your pet's photos to be showcased here on WTOL 11 Plus and also on WTOL 11. And thank you for your patience in advance. I will let you know when your pet's photo will be showcased, especially on the weekends and also on good days. So again, thank you for your patience. As far as that paw color goes for today, it is a green paw kind of day, looking absolutely fantastic. There's that decrease in clouds. So again, this morning, cloudy skies, eventually that decrease in clouds, and then this afternoon, we'll see that mixture of clear skies and clouds, and seeing temperatures still slightly cooler in those upper 50s and the low 60s. And if possible, can we take this graphic full screen, because I really want to showcase our pet's photo. Thank you so much. So this is what we are going to be seeing for our pet's photo. Got an adorable, sweet little kitty I got to showcase for you for today. This is sweet little Harmony. She's like, I'm not sharing my toys at all. But Harmony, you are absolutely beautiful. And just look at, I believe she's a little calico. You see some of the orange and the black right there. And she's like, no way. You're not sharing my toys. You're not playing with those, but love that. Again, there's that QR code. Submit your pet's photos over on my Facebook page, and thank you for your patience. It just makes us so happy. So tonight, another game. Mud Hens take on the Storm Chasers. First pitch right around 5 o'clock. Slightly cooler, but will be dry. Seeing some comfortable conditions. Temperatures in those 50s and those 60s, and by the last out, temperatures will be in the 40s. So tonight, it's gonna be a cool night. We're forecasting lows below average in the upper 30s. Some of us could be in the low 30s, just depending on where you are. Again, the further north you are, there is that potential for some of us to see some frost. That chance is very low. However, with cooler temperatures, clear skies, and calmer winds, there is all those ingredients for that potential for frost, but most of us really not going to be dealing with that for tonight. But we are going to be dealing with that later sunset. Our sunset tonight around 8:27. We're gaining about 2 minutes and 30 seconds of daylight for tonight. For today, honestly, just overall. I just can't believe we're talking about 8:30 sunsets already. I mean, where has the time gone? Now let's look ahead towards tomorrow. Big day here in the Glass City Marathon. We're going to be stepping off right around 6:30 Sunday morning. It's going to be cool and crisp. I think that's perfect running conditions for those runners. I'll be honest, I am no runner, but from what meteorologist John Birchfield tells me, yeah, this is perfect running weather. So let's look at this throughout the rest of the day for tomorrow. By 10 o'clock, upper 40s, just after lunchtime in the upper 50s, and it's going to be dry. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be comfortable. So if you don't have any plans tomorrow, come on down to downtown Toledo, support those runners, give John a shout out. It's going to be a wonderful day. No matter what place they take, it's going to be a winning day for the weather. As mentioned, those rain chances, we're not tracking rain today, tomorrow, or into Monday, but then Tuesday, we are going to be seeing some scattered showers. And in fact, Sophia, I believe we have some questions over on social media. What you got over there?
Yes, well, people want to know, I mean, personally for me, it's felt like a little bit of a wet April. I know we got some rain yesterday on Friday. What have the rain totals been like for this month of April? Are we above average or are we on par with average?
You know, that's a really good question, Sophia. In fact, I'm going to step off real quick because I got a really exciting graphic that I do want to showcase for you that actually I think I forgot to put in my show. So give me 1 second right here. And you know what? Here it comes. This is right here. And you know what? We can take this shot over here at the bridge as well too, John. These are our averages as far as the month of April 2025 goes. This is pretty interesting. So Sophia mentioned rain. We're going to talk about rain chances first. So far for the month of April 2025, we've seen almost 4.5 inches of rain. That's a lot. Typically this time of year, we see about 2 to 3 inches of rain. But let's look back to April 2024. Not only were we record breaking, we saw almost 8 inches of rain. So while this seems like a lot, which it is, nowhere near that record that we saw last April. But you know what they always say? April showers bring May flowers. And as far as temperatures go, we typically see average highs pretty comfortable across the area. So yeah, things looking not too bad as far as our average highs, slowly warming up heading on not only to the end of April, but May, June, July. Oh man, I'm definitely ready for those warmer temperatures. Okay, let's take this graphic back full screen, show you what to expect for the rest of the weekend. Really not tracking those rain chances though. That's the nice thing. Here comes that decrease in clouds, comfortable temperatures back in those 50s and those 60s. And looking ahead towards tonight, clear skies, calmer winds, and cooler weather is on the way. Waking up tomorrow morning, there are those 30s, the runners getting ready. By 8 o'clock, those 40s. Barely. So if you are going out to support a loved one, a friend, a family member for the marathon, bundle up. If you're standing outside, it's going to be chilly. Those clouds increase throughout the morning and throughout the afternoon, not tracking rain chances, but also tracking that slight warm up as temperatures are fairly seasonal back in the mid 60s. Still staying dry Monday morning and eventually seeing temperatures warming up. Wait for this. Here's 10 o'clock already in the low to mid 60s, 2 o'clock mid 70s, and we're forecasting highs Monday afternoon, the upper 70s and also in the low 80s. So get outside and enjoy that. Now we are looking ahead towards next weekend, BG and UT. It's their graduation weekend. Now, I just have Friday's forecast for right now, and tomorrow we'll talk about Saturday's forecast for graduation. But Friday, we're going to be seeing some spotty showers. Temperatures will be in those upper 60s for graduation day. But still, congratulations to the grads, the parents, family members, the teachers. I can't believe we're already talking about graduation season. And along with graduation season, you guessed it right, that pollen still sitting at that high level for the next 4 days, just absolutely miserable and uncomfortable, just not excited about this time of year. And along with the pollen, that UV index, we're sitting at that medium to high level for these next several days. Nothing too extreme, but always remember, apply the sunscreen and take those breaks in the shade. And the sunscreen, definitely important. We've all been there. Okay, it's cloudy outside, it's raining, we don't need to have sunscreen. You definitely still need to apply that sunscreen as well too. But I'm really excited to show you this forecast for the next 10 days because as we started this video, I mentioned, hey, we're still on that roller coaster. And yes, we are, just in a different way, but still involving those temperatures. Low 60s for today, mid 60s and average temperatures for tomorrow. Those 80s return Monday and Tuesday. And then looking ahead towards Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're wrapping up April and beginning May in the mid to upper 60s and then continuing to climb. This time next weekend, the first weekend of May, will be in the low 70s, eventually the mid 70s, and above average temperatures are expected, and that's right on track. With our 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, tracking temperatures above average, just slightly from May 4th to May 10th, so things finally warming up. And we're getting closer and closer to changing our meteorological calendar. You can see this. Right around April 15th to May 1st, our average highs again in those mid 60s, eventually climbing back up by the end of meteorological spring to the upper 70s, close to those low 80s. So we're getting closer and closer as far as that meteorological calendar goes. And speaking of spring and meteorological time, how about we talk about those birds as well too, because I know we have a lot of birders out there. And before we even talk more about the birds, let's bring Sophia back in. Sophia, we got more questions on social media, right?
Yes, and actually they relate to the 10-day forecast. Is it possible to go back to the 10-day forecast? Okay, a couple questions. First, I want to know your pick day for the next 10 days.
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, let's bring this back full screen. One second, we'll bring Sophia back in. So this is a really good question because there's a lot to get to as far as the pick day goes. Honestly, I'm ready for a warm up as we're sitting in a freezing cold studio right now. You bet I am ready for these 80s. Now you're thinking, okay, why is she not picking Tuesday? The reason is we are tracking the potential for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. In fact, one more graphic I do want to showcase for you with this. As we are looking ahead towards Tuesday, the Storm Prediction Center has already issued the potential for some strong storms for us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. Let me show you the storm potential threat right here, and we can keep this graphic full screen. This is what we're looking at for Tuesday. There's that potential for some strong storms. We're going to zoom out just a little bit and show you how many people could be impacted with this system stretching all the way up towards New York into Vermont, all the way down into the tip of Texas. So that is something that we are going to be watching for these next several days as far as that storm chance goes. So again, we're going to keep you posted on that. But again, I'm not complaining about the potential for some strong storms, but I'm also excited about these temperatures warming up. So yeah, Sophia, I'm going to go with my pick day for Monday, but honestly, can't complain about these 60s, 70s. I think next weekend will be beautiful as far as temperature wise, and as far as rain chances go, we're going to highlight your extended forecast here in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward. We're going to go through this, I did mention those birds. I was out at Sidcup Metro Park the other day, saw a lot of birders out there enjoying the views, and we're starting to see that peak bird migration in parts of central and southern Ohio, eventually climbing its way into central and northern Ohio in the next week or so. And just looking online at birdcast.com just a few moments ago, last night in the United States, you see that right, so many birds were migrating across the area, and just in Ohio alone, 131,000 birds were moving across the state overnight in Ohio. So pretty cool. And check this out. If you like hummingbirds, we've been showing this graphic for a while. It is popping up. But for us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, we are just now starting to see a good portion of those ruby-throated hummingbirds moving into our area. So yeah, if you see any bird pictures or see any birds, take some pictures, send them our way. We love to showcase them here on WTOL 11 Plus and also on WTOL 11. And of course, you can use that from the WTOL 11 weather app. You just search WTOL 11 weather in the App Store. It's a free download and it's compatible with Apple and Google Play. And there's so much wonderful information, including your interactive radar, your hour-by-hour forecast, your extended forecast. Plus, if you use the More tab that's down here at the bottom, you can submit your photos and videos to be showcased here on WTOL 11 and also on WTOL 11 Plus. And speaking of videos, how about personalized weather forecast videos from us here on the weather team directly to your devices? So go check that out. Also, something else to check out, our latest episode of Off the Radar. You know myself and meteorologist Ryan Weekman, but who's that? Kaylee Kirby. She joined us this week for World Book Day. So a little combination of Off the Radar, but also our newest episode of Well Read, Well Said. And you can see all of this on WTOL 11 Plus, and it's a lot of fun. Now, as far as Off the Radar goes, we are live every Wednesday at 10:15. But if you're busy, it is a-okay because you can watch it on your schedule on demand on Fire TV, Apple TV, and also on Roku. Now, it's not just myself and Ryan. Our amazing behind-the-scenes crew, we were talking this week about our favorite book and what would be the one book we would take if we were stuck on a deserted island. So we have our director, Tim, our producer, Alexis, digital producer, Tiffany, and also our camera operator, Mark. It's a great episode, again, on WTOL 11 Plus. Let's check out this holiday countdown. We are just 2 weeks away until Mother's Day, about 30 days until Memorial Day, 7 weeks heading on into Father's Day, and summer is just 55 days away. Now, let's look at your extended forecast because, again, here's that roller coaster. That decreasing clouds for today, low 60s, mid 60s on your sunny Sunday, 80s return for Monday with plenty of sunshine. Again, my pick day in person, my preference. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are on the way for Tuesday. That could be a little bit more on the stronger side. It's going to be humid as well, too. As far as impacts and timing goes, still a few days out to get the exact timing and impacts, but of course, we will keep you posted. Temperatures will drop because of that cold front back to those 60s for the second half of the week, and tracking another chance for those scattered showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday. Next weekend for graduation, absolutely beautiful. That mixture of sunshine and clouds, temperatures will be in the 70s. So as far as that forecast goes, there is a little bit of everything. But of course, thanks for hanging out with us here on WTOL 11 Plus. Sophia, tell the folks where they need to know and where they need to go.
If you aren't watching us on WTOL 11 Plus, maybe you're streaming us on YouTube, definitely be sure to download WTOL 11 Plus. It's free to download and stream on your smart TV. Not only do we have informational weather-related topics like this, but you can also catch Off the Radar, which Kaylee mentioned, and exclusive investigative and sports content. So we hope you'll join us there. Have a great weekend.